All right, we got both players ready.
Have
RB's
RB
got his
face
game up.
cam. Uh-oh.
Let's
Glasses
go,
on.
dude. Push him up. Love that.
It's definitely game time.
Absolutely. Here we go.
We're off and running.
Oh, right away. Watered Highway.
It has definitely had an effect on runners, at least the first time it's come up in seeds. So we'll see how it affects them today after racing previously now and seeing this level a few times.
Yeah, this is a weird level because honestly, it doesn't feel very difficult at all, but it is still so easy to die, if that makes any sense.
Now, that hallway is really wide, and next thing you know, you just can't quit touching the swamp, or you just keep touching the one corner jellyfish. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's almost in sync right now. I feel like I'm watching one gameplay and I'm like cross-eyed and just kind of seeing double. It's
yeah, I'm
so
looking at
close
this
together.
like a chameleon, right? Ben, just a little quicker through the pipe.
It looked like you did like an up kick there with the P-switch instead of setting it down.
Yeah, so like a little kick up.
A little different activation. And just like that, we're deathless through the first level.
I expected nothing less from these two.
And what's interesting about this hack is, and we've seen it before, is a lot of the levels, you want to go as fast as you can while you're racing, obviously, but there's times where you need to slow down or the level will kill you if you go too fast, and it's fun to see the runners be so disciplined and not overshoot things, even in a race situation.
Right. You gotta play at the pace that the creator is set. Again, this vertical section is it's short, but it's pretty gnarly, but not an issue.
Wow. Still. Neck and neck. Still not familiar with the level names, so I have to wait to see.
Yeah. Phantom Dancers, Eerie level, little Phantom Boys. I don't really think this level has given...
Oh.
Oh, I should not have said anything.
Yeah, RB. First death.
I was about
Either
to say,
runner.
RB, I'm so sorry.
Would not be the first commentator curse given today. I'm sure it's not going to be the last. The level of these two runners, we'll see how much the single death is going to matter at the end. So far, it's the only thing we've seen, and Ben is cruising at this point.
Yeah, it's 3 levels down from Ben. RB isn't too far behind. Maybe 20 seconds at this point.
Yeah, it was a death, but it wasn't a super punishing death. Certainly, Ben could easily take a more costly one at any given moment. So there's just crazy how close it's been.
Especially in this level.
There you go. So I gave one to Ben for you. There we go. We'll even that out. And again, a relatively fast death, though.
Yeah, it was like right at the start, wasn't it?
Basically, yeah. Seemed only 2 or 3 quick jumps. Even though when you're racing, I'm sure it feels like an eternity. And the Dorito of Doom. Seems runners either nail it every time, easy peasy, or it's nearly impossible. These guys, easy every time. Superben with a nice clear, but it's tough to extend your lead when RB has, after that one mistake, right, has not made any others, and that one death, you wonder how much time did it cost each runner.
Right. They've got quite a string of hard levels going right now.
This is an interesting scene to start with, it seems.
Yeah.
Most of these levels have given people trouble at some point or another.
RB had a little bit of a bonk there, but it didn't cost him much.
And getting a P speed there, no problem, easy every time. RB, just the same. As a player, I see those double doors, and I always think it's going to be a boss coming next. So it's luckily just the end of the level.
Yeah, no Reznor, no Wendy. What's up with that? Just a gold tape.
Does seem like RB has made up some time, but is still a bit behind.
And everyone has been going for that jump. Let's see if RB does the same thing. Okay, he doesn't. Where they go from the first box to the switch and then land on the second one.
Ben with the drop with the shell strat. Saw that earlier today where the chuck just charged right to the shell. Seems risky, but also fast. RB, same drop strat.
Everyone doing the kick up for the consistency.
Yeah, that ending trick is deceivingly hard, I think. And, I mean, not for these guys, obviously, they've all got their setups and their strats, but that is not nearly as easy as they make it look.
No, not at all.
It's the final trick, so it is beyond frustrating to lose it, to die to that trick right there.
Yeah, if you just hold onto the shell and walk onto the Koopa, like, sometimes it's fine, but there's a chance that they collide, and that's not good for you at all.
It has been interesting to see the different strats with some of these bullets that the different runners use.
Yeah, some people do the back and forth, some people just kind of like wrap around on one side.
Yeah.
And at the end here, some people go wide and some people stay short. Ben's a wide guy.
Ben's a girthy runner, you can tell.
Yeah.
Feels like an eternity when you hit this P-switch. And I'm sure when you're racing, and if you're behind, you have to be thinking like, come on, let me through. This Yoshi level.
Tricky level here. Especially in these parts. The 1F0 in this game is weird because it just like automatically locks Yoshi to a specific speed, no matter what speed he's going when you throw him onto it. And obviously when you've practiced the game, that's not much of an issue. But like at first, it feels kind of weird.
I found, I was commenting that this is one of the levels in particular that on a first play it's just baffling. You know, it can be confusing to watch as a viewer where the runners are just one-shotting everything. But on a first play as a player, it could be, I mean, it's extremely confusing. Oh,
Yeah.
RB.
RB.
Sometimes when something happens, I'm not sure if it's a speed strat, you know, if they're going for a crazy skip.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was. I know you can jump straight to the end without using the moles, but it doesn't look like that's what he was trying to do.
Both runners on incredible pace so far for the halfway point.
Yeah, we got Ben on 8.
So these are competing for a chance in the finals for a cash prize. It's the first match. It looks like Ben does have a tiny lead here. So starting to open up a bit at the end.
I love that you can just completely ignore getting that shell. Absolutely does not matter.
It is fun to see a lot of the skips that everybody does, and then the minor differences and variations and strats between everybody.
Yeah.
Both for speed and safety. And sometimes, I suppose, just straight up preference.
Alright. So there's Ben through Snowy. He's a little under a level ahead. Moving into rivers and lakes.
So this seems like a level that Ben just started that you'd have to recognize the name of the level and know that you're going to be falling and need to grab a rope basically immediately.
Yeah.
I find like as a speedrunner for me, I'll name my split, hold up, hold right, don't forget to run or whatever, like it seems like that would be part of the challenge of the randomizers, knowing the level names and knowing exactly what you need to do at the start of each level.
Yeah, I really like how they've done that this time around. It makes it more interesting.
Yeah, it's. I think it's been. It's nice to. It cuts the run time of the hack to much shorter with no overworld on top of not needing to do all the levels. But with it being randomized and different seeds, you still need to be familiar and proficient at everything in the game. So it's pretty interesting take, and I think this is the first time anything like this has been done.
I think so too. In a race setting, definitely. At least as far as Super Mario World goes.
So we got a raid from Lungfish. Thank you very much, Lungfish. Welcome on in. You're just in time for the semifinals between Superben and RBMACHOK. This is the first match of the best of 5. Currently, Superben is at about a 1-level lead, give or take, of a 12-level seeded randomizer from the hack, The Power Beneath, made by Nint. All your viewers are now caught up on what's happening. Welcome on in. I'm P. Miller, and with me is DeWild Grim. There you go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome.
I'm a big fan of these auto-scroller, or not necessarily auto-scroller, but the vertical levels where you go up. It's pretty interesting that you can go super fast in this level, but then it becomes more and more blind the faster you go.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not a fan of that. I hate playing blind.
And obviously you don't want to stand and wait.
Yeah. You want to go, but if you go, you're just making it a little harder on yourself. Alright, we got Ben moving into the final level. It's the P-Speed level, I believe. Yep.
Be interesting to see if he goes with any of the safer strats, or if he goes for any. We do see a bit of a skip here. Not nearly like the Calco skip, though. He was going for some pretty gnarly.
Yeah, Calco's a vanilla runner. He knows the tech to do these little tiny jumps to keep your speed going. There's one more you can do at the end here. Ben's got it too.
Ben goes for it and gets it.
That's GG to Ben,
that is
taking
a
round
GG. 1. Unfortunately, RB found himself in a spot where we talked about you don't want to find yourself, or you need your opponent to start making mistakes, and you just, the guy like Superben, it's just, that's a tough thing to wish for. Strong finish. Oh, look at that skip though. RB is throwing down the thunder now.
For those of you watching, that move it's very hard to do. It is very hard to do.
That quick little spin jump too, up and over.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
See if he gets the one at the end too.
14:32 from Superben was a fantastic time.
Very good. GGRB.
GG to RB as well. Wow. Round 1, Superben of the best of 3. And it seems every death is just so vital and so important.
Yeah, it seems like when one player falls behind, it's hard to come back. Because, like I said, you're just banking on the other person to make a big mistake.
That was again, you commented that the seed they got for the first one was a pretty tough one to start with too. The levels they opened with and had throughout.
Yeah, a lot of hard levels. They finished really strong. We get a shout out to the Kaizo fans here in Finland. Absolutely. Go Finland. Alright, here we go. Looks like both of these runners are ready. I love Ben's little pig cheering him on.
Yeah, his super pig emotes.
Yeah.
It's always funny when he streams and he wears a black shirt. It looks like he has a shirt that's wearing his own emotes.
That's pretty funny.
Both runners looking cool, calm, and collected. Could be waiting on a bus for all they care.
Here we go. Round 2. Going right back into Watcher's Temple. I feel like we were just here.
Just wonder how many levels will we see deathless, because every runner just seems to just start out so strong. I mean, and with the pressure mounting, instead of crumbling, they both just seem to play better. Everybody just seems to get better the more they play.
Yeah. It's definitely a thing I've found when racing is usually the start is a little shaky, but then like 1 or 2 levels in,
Get the jitters out of the way.
yeah.
Settle into the groove. You hear the gold tape music.
Really, I feel like that first level is probably the hardest one to like get through mentally. Wow, they are in sync.
Yeah, they are.
They are in sync. I
Going.
love that.
You said you have to have the chameleon eyes. Wow. Moving on to level 2, basically in the exact same frame. And this is a level I don't think there's too many speed strats in. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Versus some, like the P switch level with, or the P speed level where you can do some skips and the way people do the shell and this and that. This one, it's a little more kind of scripted, right?
This one, there is some stuff you can do actually. Right here, this mole, you can jump. Ben's going for it.
Superben.
Yep.
Yeah, he made it.
You can jump straight to the
Wow.
end. It's pretty dangerous.
Did RB just go for it as well?
I believe so, yeah.
Ow.
And then here, you can actually, because Yoshi doesn't actually, fart his egg out till he lands, so you can eat the berry and then see they jump farther ahead.
Ah, wow.
RB just completely
Just
skips the
completely.
shell.
Yeah.
I love that. Forget about that. I don't bother
Wow.
with that.
Again, deathless. Frame by frame here. Since I'd hoped the seed would, would give them the easy levels and the harder stuff later, but they're both so good. They're all easy for them, I suppose.
Yeah, I think they're both dialed in right now pretty well.
And this is absolutely anybody's match at this point.
Looks like
Quick door
Ben is
entries from
just-
both.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just both of them with the quick Mario and the turnaround animation into the door. It's always fun to see the funny frame you can enter the doors like that.
Yeah. Ben is just slightly ahead now. Ever so slightly ahead.
Perhaps just slight optimization and jumps or turns and such here and there.
Still deathless for both of them too, heading into level 4.
Another tough level here, it looks like. I thought this was a really hard level.
To me, this is the hardest level.
Man, that is a big jump over the munchers. Wow.
Both getting the H. Both getting that jump off the saw that falls, which is very tricky. Dude, my eyes are literally just like darting back and forth.
I don't even know who to watch. It's so insanely close. Just
Very,
you're like,
very
oh,
close.
It's like almost like watching NASCAR. You're just waiting for somebody to make a mistake. You're just waiting for the train wreck. Like, man, these guys are just crushing it. This is the damage boost level, right?
Yeah.
So I always find these levels tricky. I always seem to never get my inputs right.
Yeah, it's hard to time it when it's... If you don't play Mario, it's hard to explain, but like, you just... When you go to jump, but you jumped too early before like you're actually allowed to move again, and you just kind of walk off.
Yeah, you have that
Kinda
slight
look a little
pause
silly.
animation where you can't literally do anything. You can't move, you can't jump. You can press buttons
Yeah.
all you want, but the game does not care, like you're saying. Yeah, and I always have trouble with that. Especially when, I mean, not only do you know if you don't move fast enough, your Mario dies, but now people are watching, you're racing, there's money on the line. Any death could possibly cost you.
Ooh, RB taking his
Oh.
first death.
Both runners deathless through 5. Can Ben take advantage? Clutches into the pipe. So the players are separated by 1 death. Reaching an approximate halfway point. And waiting out this smash would always just drive me crazy.
Yeah. See, this is a level where I'm not too sure there's much you can do to do it any faster. You kind of...
At the mercy of the stage, as you said.
Yeah, pretty much. I guess for the second half, you can like move faster, but there's no strat. Like, look at Ben's jump. He's moving quick.
Yeah. And he's cutting his jumps pretty tight to the landings there and everything, but outside of tiny optimizations and movements, you do the move. You do what the level wants you to do, and you keep going.
Yeah. It's funny because you're outrunning the lava in this section, but if you're a speedrunner, you pretty much never see it.
Yeah, this seems to be one of the easier sections and easier levels, which would make it just ever the more painful to take a death in. Not only is it being a longer section, a little bit slower pace, but also on the easier side, can be a huge cost for anybody.
All right, they're both through level 6. RB seems like he's closing in.
Not sure if they are listening in or paying attention or aware of their positioning, but if you were aware, would you go for different strats knowing you were behind or ahead? Or would you just try to be safe as you could be? Because everybody keeps grabbing this checkpoint, which I find so surprising, honestly. I really find that surprising.
Everybody gets it, except RB.
RB does not, my man. Please don't consider curse. Yeah, I don't even want to look at his screen.
Oh, but anyway, when I race, usually I go for consistency, even if I can like kind of feel like I'm behind.
You just figure I'll be consistent, and if they want to be fancy and cost themselves, then I'll be consistent.
Yeah,
fair enough.
They don't know that I'm dying a bunch.
Yeah, right. RB pulls off the checkpoint skip, the only runner all day to do it, no matter how many times that level came up. Which I do find interesting, as it is level 1, and in the regular speed run, I mean, you just you die in level 1, you just turn off, you reset the console either way. So,
right, like instinctively, I think most people skip it.
Yeah. I don't know how you feel about these levels, but I've always kind of enjoyed these bullet levels, whether it was used by Morsel or even the Casio level 1. I've always found them kind of fun, especially something like this where it's not really over the top. This is a little bit shorter, a little bit easier to read.
Yeah, I love bullet levels, especially these homing bullets. I love enemies in Mario that you can manipulate.
I agree. I like these, fishing boos can be really fun. If kept short again, and like disco shells, things that kind of track you, but you can kind of avoid and manipulate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. Ben, getting it done.
Oh, RB taking a death though.
Is Ben deathless still? I believe so.
I believe so. I believe he is. Yes.
Nobody really waits on that Koopa that Ben just hopped on there, which I find that a little surprising. I would be a little more cautious there, but everybody seems to just charge right for it.
I think you have to go fast to
you can't wait
get that V-speed strat.
Understand. I see. Which the level's encouraging you for anyway, so you're kind of set for it either way.
Right. RB closing out level 8. Ben is about half a section ahead at this point.
I was always found this level a little odd with the graphic. As a viewer, I never really kind of understood that it meant like Mario's time on the ground, I believe it was explained earlier today, and I was like, oh! I see. I've watched this level so many times. I had no idea.
Yeah. Somebody mentioned earlier that the background looks like Mario's mystery meat.
Oh, yeah.
Goes RB through section 1. Ben's into level 10. Oh, no!
Ben with his first death. It's a quick one, though.
Yeah, very quick.
I think you said this is one of your favorite levels?
I think this is my favorite level.
I always thought this was a very, very cool level. Platforms, and they switch with the on-off like that. Really,
fun
really
platforming.
fun platforming. Yep.
Yeah, a little bit of item abuse, cool skips. Of course, not a single person that I've seen has used that block. Alright, RB now heading into level 10. Ben finishing level 10. She's got quite a bit of a lead.
Bit of hope for RB, but he's gonna need gonna need maybe some of the longer levels and need Ben to make some mistakes in them.
Yeah, for sure.
Ben has been, what we think, one death, basically flawless to this point. RB has taken, I think, his third death, perhaps. So it's not like he's playing bad.
so.
It's just, man, this level, every death that you can count them, it's less than 5 for both runners.
Yeah.
Just when and where and how much time.
Ben is just looking so hot right now. He's coming up to the end of level 11. Already got the drops. Yep. Just one more level for him.
Big chance here with about a level lead to be up 2-0 to start the match, which is always a good feeling to start with, and puts RB in a pretty tough spot unless we can have a lot of luck happen for RB here. At this point, that luck might include if Superben's controller unplugged. You know, at this point, Ben is sailing through.
It's not out of the realm of possibility, but it's at this point, yeah, it's going to be... It's tough. Especially because this second half is really not too tough at all. Yeah, Ben gets through it. No issue at all.
Clears the screen wrap, which is, again, a little more disorienting on a first play than it's more impressive on a speed run. So
yeah,
manages to keep it completely clean in that final section.
And that is another GG for Ben.
Another sub 15 time. Really just 2 monster runs from Ben laid down back to back.
Shelbird, you talking about that the first cycle where you just run under everything that RB just did? It looks dangerous, but I suppose maybe it isn't hard.
This is a best of 5, I believe. And then the next round will be a best of 7. So Ben is up 2-0. RB is now in the position to be the biggest comeback of the tournament, being down 2-0. I think everybody else at this point has been swept if they got down 2-0. I'm not sure if we saw anybody manage to come back at that point. So this would be the biggest comeback in the tournament, and RB is certainly the runner that could pull it off. I have no doubts in my mind that this is far from over.
I'd love to see it. Pressure's on.
Oh, 100%.
I know RB can play under pressure. Game 3 there, going right into it. They're ready. I think that last run was just one very tiny death from Ben, right?
I think so. I can't think that he took more than, I mean, maybe 2 total, but that was insane. And I know RB had to have, what, 3 or 4 total? I mean, that's...
Still, very well played by both of them. Great times.
You just wonder if either of those seeds were a seed that RB felt good about or felt bad about, and thinks, "Ah, man, I can't believe that level keeps coming up," or for Ben, you know, if he was pleased with the way the seeds came out, or you know, felt like, "Oh man, I can't believe I managed to win even though it had that level."
Yeah, it's really interesting how the seeding works, because it could give you it could potentially give you your 12 best levels or your 12 worst levels.
Yeah. I'm sure the order can mess with you as well, where you'd rather have, if you're going to have that level, you want it early or something. You don't want to finish with it. Wow, again, 2-0 Ben, but I mean, the difference in their times is, I mean, what, under a minute
Yeah.
per match? It's not like these are by a blowout or not close. I mean, this could be easily 2-0 to RB. It's crazy how good both the players are and how consistent they are.
Consistency is definitely the name of the game today.
When you see RB put his controller in his mouth, you know things are about to go down. We've seen this in the past.
Oh yeah?
The previous races, when RB would win, he had his controller in his mouth during the credits, and it's just once you see that, you know it's game time.
All right, it's a sign of big things to come. Can't wait to see it here. Oh, this is Mario. This is Mario like you've never seen it before. By the way, I love the little title screen they did for this. It's cute.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool little custom game file, I guess. Pretty nice.
The Yoshi's holding hands.
Yeah. Presumably as they fall into a pit.
All right, and here we go. Round 3. Core dump. All right. Yeah, you'll see they just go straight into the Koopa so they can make sure they get P-Speed for this part. Doing this with the slide is, I mean, you can do it, it's just harder.
Seems like the slope speed can affect your Mario, whereas if you get the P-Speed, you're much safer, correct?
Yeah, sometimes Mario, because you gotta jump as soon as you land to maintain that speed, and it can be a little tough to jump like the same frame you land, so you just end up losing the tiniest bit of speed, and that can kill you.
And again, we're off to another mesmerizing start between Superben and RB. So far, RB has been the first one to make a mistake, but can Ben maintain his cool, steady gameplay?
Alright, first level. Easy in the books.
We'll see. This is the P level, correct? So we'll see if anybody wants to go for some crazy strats or... Oh, and RB does.
There's RB.
He does pull it off, too. Just gonna give him a lead because of it.
Yeah, that's a good 3 or 4 seconds there by the looks of it. And then I'm sure he's going to do the one at the end. Yeah.
He does, and he manages to get it. Ben will go for it and also grab it. So only separation is the speed strat that RB did go for, which everybody has been saying how difficult it is.
I think it's really hard. Maybe it's just a me issue. I don't know. And again, this level, not much they can do here to go quicker in this part.
It's a tough level to speedrun because, like you said, you can't really save anything, but you can make mistakes and cost yourself.
Yeah. And also this jump with the P-switch at the end can be a little tricky. I don't think I've seen anyone miss it today. You could skip a cycle here, really. It must be pretty tough to do, right? Because I don't see anybody going for it.
At level 3 is midway. The only difference is the speed strat of RB going for in level 2. Both are still deathless. It's so crazy to see the gameplay synced up like this, with that being the separation. A little bonk on the pipe there from Ben.
Right. Still a really close match. It's a 3 to 4 frame trick. That's a big enough window that I'm surprised people don't go for it, actually.
So another level, it's hard to not draw similarities to Morsel and elephants, I think, riding this red wiggler.
Yeah.
And the
that's
bombs
right
flying, and the aesthetics, I guess, as well. But,
yeah.
But much friendlier, at least, while this is still a very challenging level. Much more doable and readable, of course. And through the bubbles, also very Morsel. This juggle, I struggle with stuff like this, but the runners haven't had a problem.
Some people do it in one up throw, which probably trivializes it a little bit, I would say.
Oh, Ben slips off there. Big death. That's a costly, time-consuming death as well.
That is. Got RB.
3/4 of the way through the section or so, probably. Could it be the opening that RB needs?
Here it is, this Saw level.
the Wild Grim favorite.
Woo!
Seems to make an appearance in every seed.
It does. Typically, I'm not too bad at Saw levels, but this one trips me up.
I find myself to be just terrible at riding line-guided sprites like this, and just have to learn every time, just individually, every single jump. And man, these guys are just so good at it.
It's hard to balance on moving saws. It's definitely a move that takes Kaizo players a while to master.
Some never do.
Yeah, that's true. These two, they've got it. RB's through the end. Ben is a little bit behind because RB took a death.
He did. Seen this level give some runners a bit of a problem earlier today with this orb and some of the juggling later in the sections.
Yeah, it could be tough. Just a lot of up throws. Things can get weird when you have to throw things up.
No problem for RB. Cruises to the checkpoint.
Luckily, no one has had that orb kill their platform yet.
Oh no. I hope Ben is safe. Okay. Worried you'd given Ben the curse there.
Got RB finishing up the Lost Cinema. Ben is not too far behind now. He's catching up.
It's a close race. You wouldn't expect either runner to make too many mistakes in this level, but wow.
RB almost made a mistake. He recovered. And I saw it his webcam, even he was like, oh man, that was close.
RB grabs the checkpoint this time. Fair enough. Yeah. With the lead, decides, I'm not going to do anything stupid to lose this one, being down 2-0. Wise man indeed. It's all fine and well to gamble and go for the speed strats, but it's also... Oh, Ben! Let's go for the skip, though. Interesting, knowing he's up 2-0 and behind. You can see the difference in mindset here throughout the race and the difference of the strats starting to come into play here. Interesting. Ben can save, you know, not much, a second and a half, 2 seconds, but it looks like he is going to. All things otherwise being equal through that level. Wow, Ben going for the 3-0 with the checkpoint skip. This has been a heated race.
Both players getting that quick cycle, very nice. And I noticed RB do that earlier. He goes straight from the blocks to the pipe.
Coming to the final stretch of levels, can RB hold this lead? We've seen Ben be nearly unstoppable till this point. He has an opportunity. It's all on him to maintain this level of play. I don't think there's any speed strat in the levels remaining, whatever they could be, that could close the gap if they both stay deathless. So if RB can just hold it together for these final few levels, he can avoid the sweep.
Yeah, I want to say there's about a 12, 13 second difference.
You figure between a consistent strat and a speed strat can't be that much in what, 3-4 exits?
Well, there are a few that save a few seconds, but I think both of these players would probably be going for them anyway.
And that's the other problem. If you go for the speed strat and the other guy went for it anyway, and you both get it, you know, it's not... You didn't gain anything.
You didn't gain
lose
any
anything,
time
but
on
you
them.
didn't. Yeah, exactly. It's just crazy that they're both playing at this level, that we're discussing minute differences in strats for speed here.
That's just how close it is right now.
Ooh, RB sails through the platform. Takes a death. It's a quick one, but it's gonna cost him a few seconds of his lead.
Ben is just that much closer to catching up.
And can Ben capitalize on the tiniest mistakes? He's gonna have to on every chance he gets, because RB may not make another. And RB is to the pipe. But he throws the useless block away.
It's just that it's simply there for you to kill it.
It's a therapeutic thing where you just feel good when you throw it against the wall.
Yeah.
Ooh, a little awkward timing for Ben with that up throw there, but he manages to hold it together and get out of the level. Wow. That looked a little sketchy to me, but he gets it done. RB
Both
does maintain his lead, but chipping away.
Yeah, they were both on the goal cutscene at the same time. It's the difference of a few jumps now.
On level 11 of 12. It's coming down to literally, like you said, like the final few jumps here. Any mistake would spell doom. This is some clutch gameplay from RB if he can hold this together. Man, they are close though. Wow.
Yeah, Ben is like... They're on the same screen right now. Literally on the same screen. It is very close. And this is the final level coming up.
Oh, what are they going to get? Force of creation. Seems like a level that you could easily die in. You know, trying to go too fast.
Yeah, it's a tough level. It's also sections are pretty long, so if you die, that could be it. A death here could be it.
Absolutely. If you die, I think now you lose with these two. Was that a little lag on RB screen? Oh my god, my heart stopped.
Yeah, mine too. It's fine. He's still here. He's still with us.
Yeah. No, I thought it was like faded to black, like a death screen that I missed it. Oh my god, no. Wow.
Riding the same ball and chain.
Yeah, they're on the same obstacle. Oh my goodness.
This is
I actually have my hand on my
close.
head. Yeah, I'm actually holding my head right now.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, Ben doesn't cleach, just shorts the red Dorito by just the tiniest amount.
Oh,
wow.
Goodness.
And that's gonna be it. RB is in the door, and that's gonna seal it. He comes back from down 2-0 to seal up a win. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not done here yet.
We're not done. We're going to round 4. GG RB.
That was insane. RB takes a big, deep sigh. What a race. This isn't even the finals.
They were like within a few seconds of each other at one point.
I think they were within a few seconds of each other in the final level. I mean, that maybe be the closest we've actually got to see, because it was Dio saw that his screen was frozen, and we were only watching his timer. Whereas that one, we were just watching them ride the same obstacle at one point, seconds apart.
RB definitely feels good about that one. Got Ben ready with game 4.
Wow, yeah, Ben was certainly trying to get that win. I mean, we saw him. I mean, he was definitely going for as much as he could to try to make up that distance. Just that one.
Yeah.
I mean, and he had made up some gap there. It would have been really interesting to see how close that would have been if not for that muncher.
We're having a short break. Yeah, RB needs a bit of a breather, and I think we do too.
I think so.
Yeah, everybody let's take a few minutes to collect ourselves. Yeah, both players could use an opportunity.
Yeah, that was some crazy gameplay. How many deaths total between the two runners? Like 2? I mean,
yeah, not very many at all. But I mean, at this point, that's what I expect with these remaining players. They're like the top tier for this game. This is the number 2 and 3 player racing each other.
Incredibly clutch gameplay from RB, being down 0-2 coming into this that seed, and to finish it out like that.
He played
to have
strong.
A bit of a lead, to take a death, and to not death loop, or to not get really frustrated and lose it, and to maintain it throughout. Incredible gameplay.
Yeah.
So they're showing why they're what you said, they're the 2 and the 3, so they're showing why.
And then the winner of these two will go on to face the number 1 Calco. And between the 3 of them, their PBs are 11 seconds apart between all 3 of them. Very close.
Jesus. That is again a wonderful prize to win. You get to race Calco. Oh, how wonderful. Lucky me.
That's gonna be a cool match.
It's yeah, whoever manages to come out of this Superben RB matchup to face Calco is gonna be so good. And it's a best of 7 as well instead of a best of 5.
Yeah. Also, like, this opens up potential for a game 5. Has there been a game 5 today?
Not to my knowledge. I don't think there has been.
That's exciting. Got Ben, he's good.
I know there's been at least one game 4, a couple game 4s, right? And then a couple sweeps. But yeah, I don't believe there's been a 5 yet.
Yeah, RB ready, right? Both players are good to go.
Wow, I cannot believe how could they possibly top that set of races? How could it possibly be any better than that?
Ben does still have a round in RB, so he knows that even if he loses this one, it's not over.
That's right. I mean, RB is still in the hole. If he loses, he's done. He's got to win. He's got to win 2 more in a row. And he's got to start with this one. He's got to win this one, the match in front of him. Like I said, Ben has one to give, but if he wins, he's good to go. He wins. He moves on.
All right, here we go.
Oh, start with the damage
De-boosting
boost.
level.
Ben misses the mushroom.
Oh, man.
Almost immediately. The quickest death we've seen of these two of all 3 matches for sure, I believe. Oh, I think
Oh no,
Ben
is
does a
not off
regular
to a good
jump.
Start. Okay, he's got to shake the nerves out.
Yeah, maybe a bit of a mental mistake there with the wrong jump. RB, as we've seen, needs to make the most of this, though. You cannot sleep, and it's only level 1, so this is, Ben has the most amount of time that he'll have to make up any gap. And you got to feel like you're facing a Terminator, regardless of who you are at this point.
That's a tricky thing about racing and like not knowing how your opponent is doing, because the last Kaizo Cup, actually, I had a round where I felt like I was doing pretty bad, and I like convinced myself that I had already lost, and then it turns out that the other person had just been playing like slightly worse than me still.
And
You
that
just
was
don't know.
Titan, I believe, right?
Yeah, Titan Mario by Orca.
Ah, nice. RB with the level 1 clear. RB just took a big, deep breath there as he gets the checkpoint.
That was a that's kind of a sketchy little maneuver over the muncher.
close. Ben seems to have calmed his nerves a bit. Got the focus face on. No, he has to feel, like you said, even if you don't know exactly where you're at, you have to feel that RB didn't take multiple deaths in level 1. And you got to feel the pressure.
Yeah, Peg is right. You got to get out of your head, and you just got to focus on the game.
Wise words.
Both of them through the 2nd level. I'm interested in seeing the cycle skip here. RB is off the switch into the pipe, and Ben is, right into a spike.
Ooh.
Second death a little quicker. That does give RB a little bit of a bigger lead.
This is the most separation we've seen between these two runners, I think, yet. And even then, it's still not very much.
Yeah, not at all.
And again, it's still very early in the race.
Yeah, it's
And
only
who
level
knows
3.
what the seed has.
RB
The randomizer
up
really
about a
does
half
mix
level.
it up.
Alright, Ben's at a level 3. Which I wouldn't really expect any of these players to make a mistake in that one.
Oh, RB takes a pretty late death there.
Yeah, getting tripped up and beat this level's got long
it's a tough,
sections.
Does open the door up a little bit for Ben.
Was that RB's first death?
I'm not sure, but I think so.
Yeah, versus Ben, who I think has died 4 times, but they're relatively close now, which just goes to show, like, one bad death.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And again, in some of these levels, it's more, almost more acceptable to take a death in pretty much anywhere versus some levels where you just can't die anywhere. Ben, nice and careful around these red Doritos this time around.
Mm-hmm.
RB does maintain a lead, though. Oh,
Ben,
no.
right behind him.
RB has turned the hat backwards.
Now it's officially game time.
I'm not sure what just happened, but I know I'm excited.
Oh, Ben, taking a quick one.
For the content.
I've seen a lot of players doing this strat where you just like jump straight into the shell. Looks so dangerous to me, but I guess it works out.
All right, what Ben just did.
No, not Ben does it the way I do it, which I assumed was safer. They just they jump and they bop it from its right side. So they don't have to like stop and kind of like turn back to hit it. They just kind of keep running forward.
Looks like RB is in the zone.
Yeah, very quick with that pipe entry.
Ben is not even on screen. Through the pipe.
Okay. Doing that part almost entirely blind. Without any problem whatsoever.
A lot of focus on both of these gamers' faces all of a sudden. Approaching the midway point. A tough level here. Could open up any of this tiny gap. Oh, Ben misses the jump. Costly one. Just shy of the checkpoint, I believe.
Yeah, he wasn't too far from the H. This gives RB an opportunity to just pull that much farther ahead.
He needs to capitalize while he can.
Yeah. RB gets the level goal just as Ben gets the H, so he's almost exactly a half level ahead.
Is this the Yoshi level come up next, I believe?
Yes, it is. Alright, there goes Ben. He's moving into Yoshi World.
At the back half of the levels, can Ben chip away at about, as you said, a half a level lead? Can RB maintain or extend this lead?
RB, I think, knows he might be ahead, not going for the big jump this time.
I noticed he did take that part a little bit safer. Again, if you're Ben, you have to feel like you're behind and you're up 2-1.
Oh,
no.
no.
Go for it. Oh. Ben does go for the big jump and gets it.
Meanwhile, RB takes a death, bringing them pretty close together now.
Very close together again. RB says hello and goodbye to the shell. Ben actually landed on the spike there to poop out the Yoshi egg. Very far to the right.
Again, in the same gold tape cutscene at the same time. Difference of maybe 10 seconds at this point.
Cannot believe how close this has been. Looking like a sweep to RB with a win, and now holding a lead.
I'd love to see him keep it. Game 5, baby.
We are looking at a possible first Game 5 of the day. There's still a lot of games, a lot of levels to be played here, and Ben is, you can see he is gaming.
Yeah, they're both very focused.
For Ben, you have to feel like you got to be flawless, and if you're RB, you got to feel the same way. You think any mistake and your opponent has you. Oh, we're going to this level again.
Yeah, we have seen that
RB does just nails it.
Yeah. I don't think Ben likes to go for this strat.
I don't think he does.
It's another couple seconds for RB. Oh, no.
How did that happen?
And just like that, misses the very last jump.
Wow. Lead change. Ben is back in the lead.
All right, he does nail it the second time.
Wow.
We'll see what happens. Hopefully that didn't cost him the match. That was a very large death.
And Ben now not quite a full half a level lead, but it's crazy how much of a swing just happened in the last egg that they just played.
Yeah.
Man.
Alright. Ben closing it out. This level isn't too tough. I don't think I've seen anyone really struggle with it today.
After that opening level with Ben, it's crazy that he's managed to come back and regain the lead. Yeah.
He's really swung back.
I believe he's been behind since the very first exit, and he's managed to come back here by the what, 9th, 10th exit, 11th now. We have seen this level give people problems. There's still anybody's mad.
This is one of the tougher levels. Typically the last level in the vanilla version of this game.
Ben
And it's through to the end.
very smooth, very consistent. Comes into the final level. Slight lead up 2-1 in a best of 5.
This is close. It's close, but RB really needs Ben to make some sort of mistake here.
Which you hate to be in that spot in the final stage. It is coming down to the wire here.
RB entering the second half.
Oh,
Ben dying.
Ben misses the play. He goes through the platform.
Oh, golly.
Wow. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? I cannot believe that. Oh my gosh.
This could be happening.
Did
RB,
RB just come back and take it? How close are their timers right now? Look at this.
I don't know. There's like...
What just happened? Who even just
I don't
won?
know how to call this.
Are you kidding me?
That was
wow,
insanely close.
I can't believe that.
RB 4 seconds before Ben. It's a 4-second match.
What a comeback from RB. He had the lead. Ben had closed it out by about, what, 10, 11, and then the final exit. And what, the second half as well? The second half of the last exit? Ben sails through the platform. Doesn't make the jump, and RB is able to close the distance and come out ahead, apparently 4 seconds ahead. Wow, how did that just happen?
Just like that, we're going to game 5.
We are going to game 5. Anybody's game. Wow.
That's exciting.
Look at RB, clutch. Wow.
He's fanning himself. He's feeling it. He's really feeling it right now.
The backwards hat really did seem to be the strategy.
It did.
Wow. 2-0 Ben looking at being eliminated. RB comes back to tie it up 2-2 for our very first round, match 5. We have not seen this all day today. Winner goes on to the finals. Loser is done. Unbelievable. Woo. The differences in the last 2 matches have been what, like less than 10 seconds total? Like,
yeah.
Holy crap.
These two are very evenly matched in skill. This is a good race. Like I said at the beginning, it could really go either way.
Could really be interesting to see what the final seed is going to hold as well, because we've already seen how the strats do make a difference sometimes, where the runners are both deathless and then somebody goes for the faster strat and pulls it off, and it does matter by sometimes 3 to 5 seconds. And if he won by 4 seconds, that's very close to the amount of time he saves going for that strat in the P level in particular. Just crazy that it came down to that.
Little things add up. I think it's not very often that you see that, but
that was pretty wild.
Yeah.
There's literally no way to make it closer than that, right? This match couldn't be any close. How does it get better than that match? I know I just said that, but how?
We're all tied up. This is really happening. We're all tied up.
This is happening. An actual round 5. So these are 2 versus 3. And what, Calco is number 1. So.
Yeah, with all of their PBs within 11 seconds of each other. All these players very close in skill.
And you think back to Ben doing the wrong jump in level 1, not doing the spin, you know, of RB going for the speed strat, like 4 or 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's just these little things. They make the difference. Looks like they're both ready to go. Yep, looks like we're going. All right, game 5.
And good luck to the runners. It's literally anybody's game. I mean, I don't think anybody is a favorite coming into this one. It could be just any trick, any jump, any death. Oh, Ben.
Ooh, Ben
puts himself behind with RB taking an early lead in level 1 again.
Yeah, we just saw this last match. He's through it.
Oof.
RB closing the stage out.
Trick makes me nervous. What a semifinal. And there's another race after this. I can't believe this. This has been, what a crazy event.
A best of 7, too.
Yeah. A lot of focus from both gamers now.
Yeah. A lot of mouth movement. Do you ever find that when you focus, your mouth is just like...
Can't help but clench your teeth or like suck on your,
yeah,
you know, like your jaw a little bit or, yeah.
There's just always something going on with your mouth.
A weird facial tick. You just hope Twitch chat's not looking directly at it.
And you know they are. All right, both of them getting through level 2.
Anybody's race at this point, even with some early deaths from Ben. A little slow door entry there, which we've seen, you know, 4 or 5 seconds. He said everything adds up. You want to get in that door. Ben,
Popo,
nice
this
and
is
clean.
a best of 5, this one. The finals will be a best of 7. Despite a pretty rough death in the beginning, Ben is managing to close the gap. He's really not that far behind.
And this is a 3-section level, correct? Even though they are shorter, so...
Yeah.
You'd think the longer the level, if you have more optimized movement and strats, you could close the distance some. We know Ben has a pretty quick P-switch activation at the end.
Yeah, it's a little up throw.
Very nice, yep.
Yeah, that is nice.
Wow. not much separation between the runners entering level 4.
All right, they're both through the first section of this, which I think is probably the trickiest with that ending there.
This is a pretty hard level, and we've seen every death could be the end of playing at this point of round 5, and man, they're just crushing. Both of them seem entirely locked in.
There's RB finishing level 4. Ben is right behind him.
Another pretty tricky level. We've seen people have some trouble with. Both of these runners seem to have no problems. Oh, and Ben.
Oh, Ben grabbing the P-switch when he meant to simply land on it.
Of course, in SMW, the run button is also the grab button. And in that spot, I'm sure he just held run a little too long or re-grabbed it just a little too soon.
Yep.
And RB needs to capitalize, knowing how close it can be.
Guiding the bullet very well.
Restarting the P-switch section at the end.
Which Ben is now approaching. So still not too far behind. He's one P-switch timer away.
I don't want to mouth anybody here, but haven't seen anybody die here after the P-switch, so should be good. Oh, thank God Ben's good.
Yeah, he's through it. It's fine.
Oof.
Nobody's died there yet. Oh man, this Saw level. It's throwing some tough ones at them.
This is an interesting final seed. Already got the water level out of the way, and now this Saw level.
RB cutting it a little close there.
Yeah, it's a little... Whew.
And he knows it, but he's fine.
And some of these jumps are so sketchy.
I'm saying, I think this is the hardest level in the game.
RB gets through. Oh, Ben.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Barely missing the Saw.
That is a brutal death. Just over the halfway point or so between the two runners. So Ben does have time to close this gap. We've seen him do this before, but man, that has got to be tough to shake off.
Yeah, we're only about halfway through. He's got time to catch up. It's not going to be easy. But he can do this.
Frustration.
Yeah, a death like that, which, like, it was such a tiny mistake. Like, it almost looked like he went right through it.
I've turned my stream. My power went out. I'm out of here. Goodbye. Wow, that is tough.
We got Ben entering the section as RB leaves it.
Oh man, another
going for a dip.
Quick one.
Yeah, it was quick.
hard to not feel the frustration, even with a save. RB is cruising.
He is
the
totally
largest
dialed
gap
in.
that we've seen yet between these two. It's been a lot of the challenging levels, it seems, and RB is just executing everywhere. Takes it, doesn't do the big jump.
Yeah, he's playing it safe. Oh, that was weird. He like tongued the
It
egg.
looked like, yeah, Yoshi almost tongued that egg there, it looked like, for a second. Which, my God, what a disaster that could have been.
Yeah, it didn't seem to do anything. It did look like it moved it a little, and I thought it might actually mess something up.
Some fluky interaction in the match, you know, and it cost him like his console hard locks, you know, like a match.
Oh, that'd be catastrophic.
Ben goes for the big jump and gets it.
Oh, what is he doing here?
Oh! Wow, he went for a Yoshi shell jump. Pulling out all the stops, sensing the gap widening between the runners. Ben goes for an insane strat. Nobody else, I had no idea you could even go for that.
Trying to do whatever he can to catch up, but unfortunately, it just made the gap bigger.
We are on the verge of the biggest comeback today, by far. I mean, nobody else has had a comeback, I don't believe, at this point. Wow, RB has a chance. Coming into what he's on, the RB is entering the 10th level.
Yep. He's now got a full level lead.
And I mean, we saw last match that it came down to the last level and the last section of the last level. So this is not over yet, being level 9 and level 10. But man, this is a massive lead, seemingly, for RB. Can Ben manage to come back somehow, some way, and find it? Oh.
Oh.
Mario just does not grab the throw block. I wondered if he could have saved it after the first misgrab, but the second was certainly going to be tough on that timer.
And many of you might not have even noticed in this level, but when Mario is near these hearts, his meter fills up, and when it fills, you do die. So you gotta kind of cruise through it.
On the damage boost level as well. I mean, this seed has been extremely unforgiving for the 5th round here.
Got Ben making it into the D-boost level. RB's heading into level 11.
Have seen this level cause some problems in the past, so we'll see if RB can manage to keep it together here. It is
honestly
entirely his race
death
at this point.
A bad death in this level, though, could put it
We've had the
pretty close.
I believe it was a death that Ben took, right, on one of those red Doritos near the end.
Yeah. But RB is playing incredibly well right now.
It is definitely his race to lose. I mean, barring a massive late level death here, and even then it might not be enough for Ben to close the gap. Oof, that was so close on RP.
I know. Got Ben heading into the fort now as RB makes his way towards the exit. Holding on to his level lead. And what do we have for the finale?
Wow.
Level 1. Level 1. I don't think RB could have had it any easier at this point.
I would suspect RB grabs the checkpoint, but it would be extreme swag to skip it, and he grabs the checkpoint.
Just in case,
Very,
you never
very
know.
wise. Very wise. It is the correct play. Oh, and RB is approaching the finale here.
Yep,
Makes
there
the
he
jump,
goes.
and that is a GG. Wow.
GG
What
RB
a comeback
coming back.
from RB. Down 2-0 to win 3-2. Moving on to the finals, where he will
Very
face
nice.
Calco. Wow.
Look at him.
And he is excited. My God. I mean, and he was, what was that other match? I mean, it came down to the last level. There was 4 seconds of difference. I mean, these matches could
so
not
close.
have been closer. I mean, you couldn't script them to be this close. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, an absolutely crazy round of races. Very well played by both of them.
Insane times posted by both. Wow. Ben, with the checkpoint skip, is getting the swag. Ben, with the checkpoint skip, is getting the swag.
Yeah, we got Ben finishing it out. Very nice.
Wow.
There we go. GG Ben.
GG's Superben.
Yeah, we got Ben finishing
Extremely
it out.
well
Very
done.
nice.
If you're not already, make sure you drop both these guys a follow at Superben1755 and RBMACHOK.
GG,
Really, really excellent runners and pretty cool dudes on top of it.
Absolutely, great people.
I mean, coming into this, I couldn't pick a favorite to win, both skill-wise and who I liked more. You know, it's tough to not.
Absolutely, great people.
Man, what a match! GG to both of you. It's one of those things you hate to see somebody lose.